Hi everybody, it is Sunday the 6th of July, it's about 3:30, I think it's just gone 3:30 in the afternoon. I didn't come up early doors because we've had a load of rain this morning, much needed rain as well. I'm sure the allotment will enjoy every minute of it as well as the weeds, but still anyway, I'll turn you around. We're in the first bed. We can start taking these spring onions now. I imagine if I have a mooch down underneath, there's some radish that are ready as well. Yeah, there's some radish ready to go. I've just closed the lid on this, not quite sure why I did that, but still. We've got some carrot seeds. This has been open for about 3 or 4 days now, so we have got some germination from the carrot seeds. There's not much. It's probably only about 15 or 20 that have germinated so far, but it's early days. I'll close that down. Now we've had a decent downpour. All the seeds that I chucked down at the start of the year, a lot of them have germinated now. If I'm being honest, it's probably not one of my favourite times of the year on the allotment because everything just looks really scruffy and untidy. But it's food production, there's food underneath there, there's food in amongst a lot of it, so I'll make some exceptions. Parsnips, let's have a look at some of the parsnips and see what we've got. Oh, happy days. Probably start taking some of those now. Good times. The onions, I haven't taken any of those yet, but there's plenty there that are ready. Some of the potato tops on the main crop potatoes have all been battered down with the rain. I mean, it did come down. It was setting car alarm. My wife said it was setting car alarms off. I didn't hear them. But, that's what she said. It came down that fast and that heavy. Anyway, if they get too out of hand, we can tie some, put some posts in and tie some string around just to support them a little bit. But they'll be fine as they are. And that's the second patch of saved seeds that I chucked in. There's a load of marigolds in there. I've let things like fat hen grow. That's not supposed to be in there. That's one of the broad beans I've just harvested. And the pumpkin's starting to run now as well. So that's good. Little beans everywhere. The earlies and salad potatoes, they're all flopped over now. Like I say, so if they get too unruly, I'll just tie them up. I don't know whether you saw, but I actually did a potato reveal in the week. I think it was on Thursday. I took 1 bucket of red and 1 bucket of white potatoes out. So if you want to have a look at that, just have a mooch through. Strawberry patch is all going to get tidied up. I need to have a tidy up in the bargain greenhouse as well because the lettuce is starting to go to seed. We've got tons of chilies, tons of lemongrass. So the lemongrass I bought from the supermarket just to see if it would grow. It obviously has. So that's good. And we've got some aubergines on that plant as well. Some fat peppers. We're going to have to get some string and tie these tomatoes up because they're that heavy that they're just collapsing down the canes. Anyway, this is the uchikakuri pumpkin. I don't know whether that's I don't know if it's going to grow into a pumpkin or not. Whether it's been fertilised, but there are a few more on there. The zinnias are starting to flower now, they're really pretty. And the raspberries are all kind of gone over now. Sweet corn, what can I say? They're everywhere. So this is the time of year where I have to keep a really close eye on it because if I'm not careful, the squirrels get in before I get a chance to harvest them. and they just eat the tops out of them. So So it's a little bit of a race. If I put them on too early, they won't be pollinated, and I won't get any, or I'll get patchy, like patchwork cobs. Anyway, we'll give it a couple of weeks and then we'll put some net bags over them. Hopefully that'll keep the squirrels off. Square metre gardening, that all seems to be going great. Probably start taking some of those radish now, if I'm being honest. We've eaten another load of brassicas. We had yesterday, we had carrot and swede mash, we had cauliflower and broccoli, cauliflower cheese. I don't know where you're watching from, but in your country, if you've never had cauliflower cheese, it's basically cauliflower cheese. It's basically cheese sauce poured all over cauliflower, then put in the oven and left to bake for half an hour or so. It's really delicious. The carrots in the station sown bed, they need thinning out to 1 per station, but I'll leave it another couple of weeks before I do that, just in case the slugs take a fancy to them. And I had to cover these lettuce and other bits and bobs over in this bed because the pigeons decided they were going to try and eat them. Then we've got central row of carrots down there. This is the resistor fly. They seem to be going well now, so that's good stuff. The apple tree's that heavy, it's pretty much almost pulled it over, but still we've got some decent apples. And there's also a courgette ready to take. And these are spelliad apples that I've been doing for the last couple of years. They finally started producing apples now, so that's good. There's not many on them, but I suppose they'll come next year thick and fast once they start producing. The onions, and we can start taking these now. I don't tend to wait till they fall over. Once they start bulbing up, we'll just start taking them. We just use them as fresh onions as opposed to letting them dry out. Yeah, they're pretty decent size now, so. That's all good. Strawberries are putting plenty of runners out now. Now they're taking root on the floor. So they'll be next season's, or maybe the seasons after. The free greenhouse, the melon has put out another runner, so I'm told that's a good thing, not to cut them off. So happy days. Peppers are absolutely steaming along now. There's tons of peppers everywhere. We've got a random self-sown courgette plant. I don't know if I'm going to leave that or not. Depends how much it takes over. We've got tons of aubergines on this plant now. I need to harvest some of those. Tomatoes everywhere. I'm not sure if we've got anything that's actually turned red yet or not. Oh yeah, they're starting to turn now, so next couple of days we'll be eating some tomatoes, fresh ones. Good times. And the raspberries have all gone over, probably because we didn't pick them and how warm it's been. And the broad beans are all harvested earlier, so it'll give these runners a chance to get going, and if the slugs leave them alone. The cobra beans, the French climbing beans, they're going great now. Looks like we've still got a few raspberries, but so it's probably not worth picking them, to be honest. So, that little pumpkin, I don't know what it's doing, it keeps starting and then stopping, starting and stopping. I need to clean out this bed and all this whole area here, because it's just gone nuts. And we've harvested a few peas the other day when we were up here. I've left them too long now, and the moths have gotten into them, so they're full of like moth maggots or worms, I don't know whatever you call them, but they're no good anyway. I don't think there's much else to tell you today. Some self-turned cosmos down there, that's good. The eryngium's full of bees. I absolutely love a bit of eryngium. But still, there we go. Anyway, great stuff. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. See you soon.